and at least 70 injured. To focus more on this, let's cross live to our news reporter, our SABC news reporter, Olebegeng Kgosilentswe, Ale Marikana. Olebegeng, it's a very, very good morning to you. Talk to us about the situation just before we look at the proceedings for today. What are the Marikana people saying? Because a whole lot of them are saying that they have not seen any justice.
Well, a very good morning to you, Palisa, and welcome to Marikana. Indeed, walking around the streets of Nkaneng, informal settlement in particular, the women and the community in general complaining that life has not really changed for them. They, still complaining about having lost some of the people that, were breadwinners for them, and that hope is the only thing that keeps them going. So it's quite unfortunate to hear those sentiments that 5 years down the line, we know that nobody has been held accountable for the incidents that took place right here at the Kopi where we are right now, and some of the crimes that took place in the days leading to the 16th of August in 2012. We know that the Falam Commission of Inquiry was set up by the government to look into the killings of the 34 mine workers right here in Marikana. We also know that the then police commissioner, Ria Piecha, fitness to hold office was then questioned, and she has since been set aside from that role, Palisa. But we come here today to commemorate once more the events that took place, to remember the lives that were lost here, the lives of 34 mine workers, as well as the 70 that were injured that you alluded to earlier, Palisa. We come here to meet with AMCU today, who's holding a special remembrance for these incidents that took place. But there's been quite a lot of activity leading to today, Palisa. There's been activities from Lonmin's side, which is the employer of the mine workers. There's been activities from different opposition parties, political parties, everyone coming here for various reasons and doing, different things, engaging with the community and the likes. But to talk more in detail, Palisa, I'm now joined by the CEO of Lonmin, Mr. Ben Magara, just to tell us their side of the story as Lonmin 5 years down the line. Good morning, sir, and welcome to Morning Live. Quite a lot of anger and disappointment from the streets of Marikana that 5 years down the line, things still seem to remain the same. How do you respond to that?
Lonmin has done a lot in the areas that it is responsible for. Unfortunately, the Nkaneng informal settlement is a responsibility for municipalities to rezone into a formal township so that we can be of assistance with bulk services, with lighting, reducing crime and things like that. But unfortunately, as Lonmin, we're not responsible for rezoning an informal settlement. However, Lonmin has done a lot, particularly in the area of living conditions for our employees. We have been building apartments around our properties. We've actually done a survey on our employees to understand their needs. So a lot of work has gone into building. We know we have been spending 100 million rands a year building apartments and accommodation for our employees. There are no more single-sex hostels at Lonmin. We have refurbished them into single and family units. So we have done a lot. It's not enough. We know that the challenge is much bigger, but we have been doing quite a lot.
And where to from here, really? You say yourself that it's not enough. What then happens from here? We cannot be going on saying the same thing every year. Nothing has changed, or we've done this much, we've done that much. When will it ever be enough?
You need profitable businesses to be able to find the profits to plow into corporate social investment, into issues like living conditions and all those areas. The platinum industry as a whole today, 65% of the platinum industry is making a loss. So the global economy is affecting all of us, like everybody. And hence we're not able to spend as much money as we'd want to. But indeed, we're spending 100 million a year. We've also worked very hard. One area I'm very proud of the effort we have put in is in the families of our lost miners. We talk about the week that changed our lives. We talk about 44 people that lost their lives, 10 before the 16th and 34 on the 16th. All those our lost miners, they had 153 kids. All of them are in school right now paid for by loanmen, and we have made sure and committed to make sure they'll go to school until they finish university, until they finish tertiary education. Some of them are now working for loanmen. We have a first graduate in BSc mining, in BSc in agriculture, paid for by loanmen, kids from our lost miners of 2012.
And some of the criticism, lastly, Mr. Magara, about being winners and losers in mining. Quite a lot of challenges on the platinum belt itself, let alone loanmen in particular. Where does Lonmin set itself apart, as far as being a better role player in improving the lives of the community here in Marikana?
It is very important that mining particularly is seen as a net positive contributor to the development of our local communities as well. And therefore we have continued to work in areas of corporate social investment so that we do not compromise. We have added some high mast lights in some of the areas to make sure we could help in reducing crime. But the one thing that I think happened with 2012 was a union rivalry which turned into a winner takes all. And unfortunately, that winner-take-all mentality is not helpful if we're all going to sit as stakeholders and say, how can we make sure that what happened at Marikana 2012 never happens again? How can we make sure that the sad aspects of Marikana 2012 can be turned into a catalyst for positive change for everybody? And that means all of us having a shared view and having a clear view that mining can contribute to our own development, and that's what Lonmin have been working on. That's why we say at Lonmin, we dig to improve lives.
Thank you, Mr. Magara. We have to leave it right there. Sure, there you have it, Palesa. We will be, here in Marikana throughout the day to keep you posted. For now, it's back to you in studio.
All right, Lebo, thank you so much. That's our reporter live from Nkaneng, Marikana Bogonebu-Perimaki, Olebegeng Kgosilentswe. As she said, she is around the area the whole day today, and she will be keeping us up to date as to what is happening with the latest in relation to the 5th commemoration of the Marikana killing.